It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. We are going to be ranking characters based off of how fun they are. Now, I'm not actually here by myself. I do have a special guest with us. We have D here, who we actually just finished recording the tier list on how easy characters are to play. So I'm going to go ahead and link that down in the comments or in the description. You guys should 100% check it out after you're done checking this video out, though. But what do you think, D? What
it was a great time. We were slandering characters the whole time. It's great. It was great.
I have the tiers. I showed this to you ahead of time, but I have the tiers like this, where it's fun gem, fun slop, boring gem, and boring slop. I think the tiers are kind of self-explanatory, but I think the criteria that I'm gonna say for each one is like fun gem is like you can be losing with the character and you'll have so much fun, it just does not matter. Like you'll just be like giggling the whole time while playing them. Yeah. Fun slop is like it's fun, but mostly when you're winning. Right. And then boring gem is like you can be winning and you'll still have like a bad time. And then boring slop is like this character is boring no matter what. Like you could be winning and you'll just have a bad time. I think that's kind of like the basis for each one. What do you think?
I see.
I think that's like a good clarification.
I think my only thing I'm confused about is so boring gem is they're boring even when you're winning?
No, boring. I feel like it'd be like boring, unless you're winning. And then boring slop is like you could be winning or losing, and then it's just not fun at all. You could be winning and it'd be horrible.
That makes sense. What? Do you like it?
No, did you? That's what I was curious about. I just heard the 6-7 in the background, but I'm gonna go ahead and do like how we did in your video, where it's like we'll do fun gem, then boring slop, and then kind of like choose in between. I think we can go ahead and like how we did for your video, just put boring slop as Bulma though. I think the character, you could be winning, you could be losing. It's just like, dude, I think this is the most just brainless character that you could possibly play. It's so boring.
I got real sick of it so fast. She was like super fun and it felt super different for a couple matches, and then like it just kind of became like, oh, okay, so this is just what we're doing now. Cool.
Yeah. And then on the other side with fun gem though, I think I kind of go ahead.
Okay, call me crazy, Deborah. Look, you pick Deborah because you want to have a good time, not because you want to win. I always have a great time with Deborah.
I can understand that. I think I'll allow fun gem to have him then, because I do think that like at this point you don't really pick him to win. You just pick him because you're having fun. So I can get that. I can get that. Yeah. What would be fun slop? Character that you'll have fun playing, but mostly you'll have fun playing when you're winning.
I think
to me that's baby.
Yeah, honestly. Because a bad baby game, it's just like, oh, okay.
I'm doing nothing.
Like it just feels like you kind of did nothing. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, cool. I did nothing the whole game. But like a fun baby game, it's like, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna sit back, you know, put my feet up on the chair, on the desk, and I'm just gonna watch my DPS just do a million damage and never die. It's a good time.
And then what would you? This one's like a hard one. Boring gem again. Characters that you are kind of boring, but only when you're losing. They're all right if you're winning. I feel like it's gotta be like Broly.
Yeah, honestly.
Like he's kind of like he's very simple to play, and I think that's the reason why can be really boring, at least to me. But the thing is, right, is that like if you can get like an ult that just kills everyone, you're like, oh dude, that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's a kind of a cool time.
I will actually agree with that placement because Broly's playstyle to me is so simple that when you win with it, it's kind of like, okay, cool, you know, that was kind of fun. But when you lose with it, it's like, well, what else was I supposed to do? Like, that's as simple as it gets.
Dude, what am I supposed to do? I'm playing Broly.
I pressed 3 buttons and I didn't win, so like, okay, I guess it's over for me.
I'm gonna I don't want to like burst through these tiers a little too fast, but I think we'll do it like how you did it in your video again. We'll start off where it's like 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 tech. But then once we get like towards the halfway point, we'll start doing 2 DPS just to catch up a little bit. Yes. Super Saiyan Goku, I think this is fun gem. I don't think there's like a single time that I'm playing Super Saiyan Goku that I'm not just like vibing.
Yeah, I haven't played Super Saiyan Goku all that much, but every time I played, I'm like, you know, like I'm having a good time. And I'll be honest, like, again, winning or losing, Kaioken is like up there for one of the funnest moves ever in the whole game. Like, it's so simple.
You just go so fast, you're just like, see ya, or like you can't escape. Like it's so. I got a big smile on my face anytime I think about playing Super Saiyan Goku, dude. It's so fun. Yeah. It's so fun.
I'm not even like a Goku man like that, and I agree. He's a good, fun, well-designed character.
Vegeta. I think Vegeta also is just like, especially because I want to also factor in a little bit of like the solo queue with some of these people where I'm not gonna harp or like give like I'm not gonna take points away from characters if they're only good in teams, but I am going to give extra points if like a character is really good or like really fun in solo queue. And I think Vegeta is just like such a fun. He also might be just fun gem where it's like I could be losing, but at least I'll be able to just like maybe do a couple of like secures with your ultimate on boss. Yeah, you just get so many nice plays of just like skill 2 and then skill 4. The ease of damage that you're able to do with the ultimate as well late game when it's just like the entire half or like a quarter of the map damn near. Like it is pretty good. And then it's just like, again, compared to these other tanks where like you at least have to factor in your teammates a little bit. If you're just like doing solo queue and you're just playing Super Saiyan Vegeta, he's not like the best tank, but he's not one you have to rely on other characters for. So I think he goes in fun gem for me. Yeah,
totally. Because, you know, Vegeta is one of those characters that like, again, like if I lose to them, like I don't feel like that like bummed out about it because he's not a character who's like, oh, like I don't know. I'm never like, oh, I lost because I'm not good enough. But I also don't think like, oh, I lost because the character's not good enough. It's just like, it honestly just kind of comes down to like, okay, it just happens sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, just Vegeta is just like, it's just the Squadra experience, dude. It's just, you just press shit on your screen and things explode and you have a good time.
Yeah. Like, it's not to say that like, oh, he's like insanely good. It's the same thing with like the Boar and Super Saiyan Goku, but it's just like, man, this is what Gekishin Squadra is. This is what it was made for. It's like playstyles like Vegeta. I'm a little biased towards Krillin because like I don't know if you saw at the beginning, but I was already getting ready to move him over to Fun Gem.
Oh yeah, I saw. I will wholeheartedly agree because I will admit I'm a Krillin LARPer. I basically avoided him like the plague for most of the game's lifespan. But when he got Omega buffed at the start of the season, I'm not kidding. For the entire first week of the season, I did nothing but play Krillin in ranked, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that was some of the most fun I ever had playing this game. I can't even lie.
Yeah, like he's just someone where if you get like the triple mind explosion and then like a person is trying to rotate like back to their base, you're like, dude, I am the king of Gekishin Squadra. Put that crown on me, dude. I'm ready. But even if you don't hit that, like you still have your skill 2 and you still have your skill 3 that like makes you feel pretty good about yourself. And even the ultimate with just the boss Akirs. He's just like an all around just like fun character to play, even when he's just not. Like I would have put him in Fun Slop if it wasn't for the fact that like the skill 1 buff before the nerf was pretty good, and then even after the nerf I feel like is still like just like a pretty fun ability. He would have been Fun Slop if his skill 1 was still like able to be destroyed though, I feel like.
Yeah, totally.
We got to go back to
Trunks
now. Trunks.
I think Trunks is definitely Fun Slop. He's one of those characters where like if you're on a roll, if you're doing really well in the game, like dude, he feels so fun and it feels so awesome. You're just like steamrolling and snowballing these kills, and you're just dealing so much damage. Like that is fun. But a game where you're kind of losing his Trunks doesn't really feel good, because if you can't ever start that snowball during the game, it's like, what are you even doing? It's like nothing. Basically, yeah. You just die 8 times, and it's like, okay, that's just how the match went. Cool.
Yeah, because it's like he has the tools to definitely quite literally snowball, but if you can't get that ball rolling, then it's like his skill 1 that is doing much more damage when the enemy is like below 50% HP. It's just not gonna, you just can't get them below that HP, of course.
Right. Like if you end up feeding his Trunks the whole game, dude, like that shit feels awful.
Oh, for sure.
Knowing what could have been.
Agree.
Totally.
But again, like how you said, if you can get that ball rolling though, he could definitely make you feel really good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Zamasu. I think Zamasu is boring gem, where it's like it's like I think because the skills being really relatively easy to hit makes it where I'm not really having like insane reactions where I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm so good at the game. Like if I get a kill, I'm just like, man, that was a pretty cool clip for me, where I just like stood in there the entire time and was like able to get like a decent amount of like my bleed stacks on, and then just watching their health like slowly kind of dwindle down. But there's nothing where I'm relatively going like super crazy and stuff like that. It's mostly just like, you know, if I win, I'm having a good time, but if I lose, you know, I'm just like, man, I'd kind of want to just play any other tank at this point.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this character sucks. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not me
like
that's bad.
Like one of those things where like Zamasu's longevity feels awesome. That part's great, but like his actual skills is like, yeah, you know, they're fine, I guess.
Yeah, like if he was better, I think he would be Fun Slot, but I think I just like right now he's just kind of boring gem.
Yeah.
Fat Boo. I think I'm like stuck between two. Because I
have a lot of fun with Boo.
I have like the fat chud joke and all that. So it's like when I play Fat Boo, I'm like, oh dude, my belly's so big and full. I'm literally Fat Boo in real life. But it's like the tech experience is awful with Boo if you play against anyone who's like 10 times better, right? Like Ultimate Gohan can stun you for 20 years and you can't do anything, right? And that's the whole reason why back when like Ultimate Gohan was like the #1 character in the game, you just couldn't play anyone else. And if you even tried to play something like Fat Boo, you just hated yourself, right? And obviously that's not as much as how it is anymore, but it's more so like we're under new management with like Goku Black. So I can't really I feel like I'll have like a decent amount of time like having fun, but I don't think I could put him in Fun Slap. I think to me he's boring gem, but what do you think? What do you think? You think that he's fun enough that you can have fun with him even if you're losing?
I mean, to be honest, no. But for me, it comes. I have a very similar bias where I just love Fat Boo so much because I mean just look at him. He's just so fun to look at. Look at him. He's so cute. Well, and that, and dude, the boo voice is like up there for one of the funnest and funniest things you could do. I always have a good time doing that. But if I'm talking strictly the character and their kit, yeah, I probably do agree.
I think I gotta put him in boring gem.
Unfortunately.
I think I got to, yeah, because like he again, he can be fun, but it's strictly when you're winning. If you're not winning, you just feel like pretty bad the entire time. At least to me. Piccolo,
Boring gem.
boring gem.
Because it's one of those things where, like, you know, I think one of the most exciting things you can do in this game is like landing a really good special beam cannon. You get that, like, it's gonna make your whole day.
Uh-huh.
But losing as Piccolo is like genuinely miserable. Like, it's like so unfun.
I gotta agree with you. Like, I want to put him in fun slop because like when you hit your skill 1 and then you get like a kill that's like off screen that you can't, it's not even a skill shot. Like the enemy's not even on screen at all. You just skill 1 and they explode. You're like, dude, that was calculated 3 years ago, buddy. Like, to me, that's what makes him really fun. But I also get what you're saying of just like, you can only do that when you're winning. You know, like you can't really hit like a skill 1 and then like explode the person unless you're already kind of like doing that for basically most of the match, right? Or even just a special beam. Like if you're charging that special beam, you're being put, you got a beacon on you of just it's so everyone is just gonna jump you like that. That's just how it is. So I'll concede and I'll say boring gem.
Me sign.
Oh, cooler. I don't know that this is a tough one because like he's such in a bad place in the meta right now that I think I think that he might be either boring gem or boring slop. I don't have fun with the character unless I'm winning, and even then it's like tough.
I'm trying to think like what's like the funnest cooler scenario. I would say like the closest thing I have to like a really good time with cooler is, you know, I do skill 2 or something, I get the retaliation thing off. So it's like, okay, awesome. So now I can use a different skill with retaliation. And I mean, like, I think the only part of cooler that like makes me like actually jump out of my seat with excitement is landing skill 3 with retaliation. The way he slams him to the ground and the amount of damage it does, that always makes you really happy. But like everything else is just kind of like I don't care about landing two beams instead of 1. When retaliate, like who cares? It's not like exciting. I think cooler is one really exciting move, and then everything else is just kind of like, yep.
Yeah, it's either gotta, like, if we're talking strictly based off of like the character, I think like how you said the skill 3 and then just like boom, like you just slam him into the floor, like that is pretty fun and that is pretty cool. But the only other like fun factor I guess you could say of the unit is just like his ultimate, and when you have that with retaliation and then you're like, do it now, you gotta use the like so and so ult, and then like you just get like a crazy team wipe. I think that could be so like awesome, but I get more fun from like my friend hitting that than like me hitting the cooler ult. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it's such an easy thing to hit with like a retaliation, right? So again, I don't know. I'm stuck between boring gem and boring slop. I think the like how you said the because to me boring slop is like, again, you just don't have fun with the character at all. I think because of the fact that he has the skill 3 and the ultimate that can create some cool like feeling. I think he's at least got to be boring gem.
I'm gonna say just barely, but yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's on bottom of boring gem. I haven't even been like ordering these, by the way. Well, I think I'll probably order them more as we go on though.
Okay.
Kid Gohan. I think this is kind of boring slop to me. I don't. There's like, again, it's kind of like the cooler factor of like the coolest parts about him are when you use your skill 2 and when you stun and then like someone else capitalizes on that, or the same thing with the ult. But like if I block like an ultimate and stuff, like I barely got a crack of like a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you make a good point with the earlier thing, because it's like I'm never like landing skill 2 and I get like I pop off because of it. Like I'm only popping off because I skilled 2 and like I don't know, my teammate like solo ulted afterwards. You know what I mean? But like I don't know, just by himself, he's not generating any hype out of me. I mean, like there's some team plays you can do that are kind of like, oh, that's kind of fun, but I don't know. By himself, he ain't doing nothing interesting.
Yeah, I think he's above Bulma. He's
for sure.
above Bulma, but he is kind of boring to play, at least to me. The only people who will play this are like people who like adore Kid Gohan. I feel like. Shout out Moki, of course.
Moki, yeah. Shut up, Moki. We love you.
18. I don't play enough 18, but like I kind of hate myself playing her. I don't know. I'm like, again, like it's another thing of just like what moments are you like popping out of your seat and being like, dude, I'm so like, that was so awesome.
Literally, I would say the only time is like when you get a one-shot ult. That's obviously super fun, but everything else is kind of just like whatever. Like, cool, man. I walked up to them, I did a bunch of skills, hit the rush attack button, and then did another skill, and it killed them. It's like, okay, cool. But the ultimate one-shotting, that is pretty cool, but it's nowhere near enough for me.
Especially because like late game, I just feel horrible. Like you just get into team fights and you just feel bad.
Yeah, because it's like I just feel like a piece of shit here. What am I even doing?
Don't you have a job?
Sorry, guys.
Like, what are you doing here?
Should I recall? Like, should I just kind of call it quits?
Yeah, the guys, it's past the 7-minute mark. I'm gonna be completely honest. This character is useless now. Can we forfeit?
Can we just AFK?
I'll let you have, because you play this character more than I do. I haven't even done. I need to do a video on them. But what do you think about Khalifa?
Okay, I'm gonna try to be unbiased here and just kind of just go based off what I've actually experienced instead of character bias. Okay. I love Khalifa so much. I think her design is one of those things where like it's simple, but it's just perfect. Provoked is like probably my favorite ability in the whole game. Just forcing them to attack you when they clearly don't want to, while your teammate does some bullshit they can't do anything about. It always feels good. Skill 2 was always, always a move that felt like good to land, but now it feels so satisfying because, you skill 1, they, maybe they try to getting away, so you skill 2, and not only are you right up in their face now, but for 3 seconds, you got this comedically large speed buff, and that's always fun. And then skill 3, I like it because it's a good kind of get off me tool, but I like to use it sometimes like in team fights where like you force your opponent to like either they can't leave, or you force them into a specific corner next to like your ally. And then the ultimate is I like the ultimate a lot. It's fun. It deals a lot of damage. It's good at securing things. Again, it applies provoked. I just think the character is just really well designed to the point where I'm winning, it feels really good. And even when I lose as Khalifa, I wouldn't really say it's like a bad time, because like even if I lost, I got to spend most of the game just provoking them and just being like a dick.
I think specifically because of the speed boost that Khalifa gives, I think they go in Fun Gem.
I agree, because like even if you lost, like you spent half the game again just being a
Mach
dick to
speed.
the enemy team and just flying around at super speed. Like who doesn't love that?
That's true. Yeah. I will say that, yeah, Khalifa, because even like just watching Khalifa, I think it is like absurdly funny. Again, just like literally just landing the skeleton and just like you're just on the other side
I
of the
mean,
map at that
it's
point.
the same logic as the Kaioken Goku thing. It's so simple, just big zoomy go fast. Like it's just cool. It's fun time.
Yeah. First form Frieza.
Um, I just, and again, I know it's just because I don't play him, but like I just can't imagine picking this character and being like, let's have a good time. Like what's fun? You place down
Let's have a
minions
fun
that
time.
like okay, you place down the minions, right? And sometimes they can do funny things that like might get it like a giggle out of you. But like I don't think it's interesting to place something down and then for that to do like all the work for you. Like I don't understand like what's the fun part of like you just place it down, two things on a tower, and you're just gonna kind of sit there, charge up your ultimate. I just be like, come on, can you just try to push already? Come on, you're just sitting there forever, just waiting for something to happen, you know? Or it's like, okay, we're at boss, let me just set up my freaking minions and just do like 50 things, you know? I think maybe the most amount of fun you can have with Frieza is like, oh, let me just like be a little rat, but like ratting isn't really that fun, is it? Like I don't know. I just don't really see where the fun of this character is. It's just why I don't ever really pick them. Nothing to do with tier list. I just never imagine myself having a good time with a character. That's just me though.
See, I wanna say boring gem. I could also like agree with the boring slop though, because it's just like Frieza is kind of just like, again, the minions just play for you, but I think the ridiculous speed that you can give yourself and your allies, as well as the the fact that you're able to just burst down bosses so fast by yourself,
That's cool.
I think it might be like low boring gem.
Yeah, I think the only other thing I have to say about Frieza is that again his playstyle encourages you to be fighting the enemy very little, which is always the most exciting part of a match. Is
Mhm.
obviously it's fighting people. And very little of him is like, go up to them and go fight them. It's just place down your minions and just beg that they don't get anywhere near you, pretty much.
Mhm.
And like, I just don't see where the fun in that is.
Okay, Oob. See, I've been having the most amount of fun with Oob recently. The issue I would say is that like I think I don't think I could place him higher than like Fun Slop, because he's literally like the same exact predicament as Trunks, where it's like in fact I probably would put Trunks at least a little bit higher than Oob, because Trunks will do at least a little bit better early game with the Kai secures, because if you're skill 1, and Oob
Hmm.
has like no securing at all. I think because Oob has the ultimate that is so good late game though, that it kind of like puts him a little bit above Trunks in the late game regard. But it's like you could put one or the over the other and I'd be completely understanding, right? But I think like they work so similarly in that regard that I think it's just like it's easy fun slop.
I
Where
mean, yeah, I don't
at the very
understand
least
that.
you
I
could have,
disagree.
I think you could have like some really cool clips though with the ultimate. So it's
Yeah,
mostly when you're winning.
yeah. Oob's a good clip farmer, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, he's good for farming clips on Twitter, so he gets fun slops here.
Hmm.
We can go ahead and start doing, I think, 2 DPS now that we're
Hmm.
like halfway into it. Bojack. Hmm.
Okay, in my experience, I think BoJack, again, like best case scenario, there's nothing I love more in the whole, and I mean even over Kefla. A good BoJack for me is the most amount of fun I'll have playing the game. Because I don't know, there's just something about it where it's so fun But losing as Bojack, like, how bad do I feel about it? Because I'm never like, again, it's never comes down to like, oh, I'm not good enough. It just comes down to like, well, yeah, the character sucks. That's why I lost.
I
So
think
I don't
to
know.
me,
He
to
might be
me,
Gem.
if he's gem, he's low gem. I think. To me,
Yeah.
I think I would place him like super high fun slop, just because like him having no escape options means that like any tech or tank pushing up on you, you're dead, and it's so like it's just kind of like unfun in that regard when you have it where you can get kind of screwed over by having no escape options. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you can definitely have a lot of fun when you're just like, whoa,
I don't know,
I'm
just
bowjacking
big,
it. I'm
giant
bowjacking it.
AoE explosions all the time. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so fun, man. I love it.
Yeah, you're literally exploding half the arena with your skill 2 and skill 3.
Mm-hmm. It's fun, man. I like it.
I'll put him in fun gem, but if the tier becomes a little too crowded, I might drag him down. I might drag him
I
down
can
a little bit.
handshake you on that. That's fair.
Okay. Okay. Sell. Do I need to give? You know,
Yeah,
what,
just
do I
go
do I
ahead.
need to do? Because like you could
Actually,
okay.
mm,
Yeah.
shit, man. Yeah, losing a self feels pretty bad because it's just like, well, I didn't get to use half my character for most of the game. So
Well, I was gonna say the thing is right is that like he's kind of like a character where it's like if you're in VC with friends and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna kill them, and you're just like doing the cell voice the entire
yeah,
time,
it's
like
the it's the boo effect.
it's fun, right? But at the
It
same
is.
time, it's like a thing of just like if you're trying to if your guys are like just locking in and you're trying to like, genuinely play the character, you can have a terrible time if
Mhm.
you just can't transform. But he's so fun to play. He's so fun, dude. Like he's
Mhm.
funner than Baby. He's funner than Trunks. He's funner than Oob. But you have to
Yeah,
win. That's the condition. Is you have to win.
yeah, 100%. Like in my opinion, he's the literal definition of that tier.
Yeah, a fun slot. I think for sure. Yeah.
Top, for sure.
17, I think is boring gem. Like
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. If you're playing a 17 game and you're losing, it's just one of those things where it's like, again, it's like, what did I even do this game? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I threw on some barrier balls and I did skill 3, but it just wasn't good enough. I was just like, okay. And again, winning a 17, it's like, I feel like, it does take some level of skill, and that feels rewarding to pull off. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like screaming in joy playing 17 games.
you're like,
He just feels like
yes, I
he feels
blocked
like an
an
honest 9 to
ultimate.
5.
Like, yeah, no, it's oh, the honest 9 to, yeah, dude. If I'm having a good day at
Yeah,
work, I'm like, you know what, it was fine. You know, today was fine. But if I'm
it
having
was
a
all
shit
right.
day at work, it ruins my whole mood.
Yeah, exactly. That's 17. He's just an honest he's just like an honest 9 to 5. That's what this character is.
You're like, yeah, I'm queuing up for Gekishin Squadra. But yeah, I also moved down a little bit of the tiers because, like I said, I think like getting the clip farms with Piccolo can be pretty cool. So I moved them up, but like, I think this is like fine. Like again, at least at least Cooler has like the ult factor, and again like the skill 3 factor that gives him that edge. I don't think like they're not as boring as like Frieza, for example, but like if you can block some ultimates or you could like help your teammate get out, like I think I could crack a smile here and there
Yeah.
at the very least.
By the way, Mike, did you hear that?
What's up?
Wait. 1 second. Did you not hear it?
No, I'm scared.
Let's move on.
Okay. Daima Goku. This might be another. This might just be another fun slop character.
Yeah, fun slop.
Okay.
Losing
Since
it,
we
losing
have,
as Daima is just one of those like, well, okay, I guess I suck. But
Mhm.
a good Daima game feels really good. Like I'll be honest, and actually, I'm not even kidding. I learned this from you and Minato, and I think Cherry all the way back in season 1. I learned about the backstab Daima strat. I remember that was one of the most fun I ever had. Was just going in a bush, throwing a pansy bomb, and just going right back in the bush and just throwing it again over and over.
yeah,
That was such a good time.
it was. I think just them, because he would have gone into fun gem, but it's just like they nerfed his skill 3, they nerfed it how many times you could use it, they nerfed the speed of it. And it's just like you again, it's another character where it's like it's again, it's like the other DPS. If you can get the ball rolling and you're like exploding them and you're like, and they like throw an ultimate, like a God Goku ultimate, and then you're like, oh yeah, we'll watch this, buddy. And then you use your own ultimate in team life. You're like, yes, dude, this one's going straight to Twitter. But the second you start losing, you're like, man, I feel like I couldn't really
Yeah,
do that
unfortunately,
much.
yeah, Daima is one of those characters, and again, this is how you don't want to feel when you're losing. Daima is one of those characters where if I lose at the end of the game, I either go, wow, I sucked that game, or wow, this character sucks.
Yeah.
It's like always one of those two whenever I lose. You know what I mean? I rarely lose a Daima game and like come out of it positive in any way. So I mean, yeah, fun slop makes sense.
Kale. Mm.
Uh,
I don't play Kale a
am I
lot. That's the issue.
am I crazy for saying boring slop?
Boring slop, really.
Yeah,
Mm.
because I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, and it's like if you're really getting destroyed as kill, like I imagine it's about as bad as it gets. It's just like, oh, well, look at me. I'm just this little freaking girl, and I'm just getting annihilated every 2 seconds. And then even when you're winning, it's like, yep, I skilled 3, and then I skilled 2, and then you died. I pressed the ultimate button and you died. And I do respect I respect Kill in the sense of like, she requires a lot of skill to play, but like I just struggle to find like what's so fun about it. You're kind of just sitting back and just kind of just hoping you don't get killed and you just destroy everyone with your super high damage attacks. I don't know. I don't really see how you have like a really good time with Kale. Again, maybe you can get someone fun or cheap with the ultimate, but I think it's about it for me.
Yeah, because like, okay, the fun slop DPS are kind of like, okay, I'm having a really fun time playing the character, but I'm having so much more of a fun time, especially when I'm winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Kale might be boring gem, where it's like I will be having a boring time unless I'm winning. Well, not boring time unless I'm winning. I'm having like a terrible time if I'm losing, but I'm having at least an okay time if I'm winning. Because like if it's a thing of like if you snowball and then like you just explode them, I think that at the bare minimum it could be at least a little fun. But there's just no like there's no sauce, if you will. Like that when you kill someone with the
Yeah.
ultimate, I'm just like, damn, they couldn't get away from that. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, dude, that's so like there's no pop off moment that would make them go into fun slop. But I don't think like at the bare minimum, I think you're gonna have a funner time playing them than like any of the like the people in the bottom.
I think the only counter argument I'll make to that is if I were to win and dominate a game as Kale, I think my thought process would be I'm proud of myself for playing really well and not necessarily I had a great time.
I'll I'll keep them at the top of boring slop then, just again so that we
I
don't
can
overcrowd
I
the
could shake on
tiers.
that.
Okay.
I can shake on that.
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I think this might just be boring gem. Either boring gem Yeah, I think it's just boring gem.
Yeah, you might be right, because for me the funnest part about this character is landing skill 1 and then comboing it into skill 2 on a wall. Like doing
Yeah.
that just, you know, it makes you clap like a seal every time. Um
But the thing is, it's so repetitive. Like
yeah, exactly.
I
Like the first time I hop on for the day, the first time I do it, I feel really good, but like the fourth time it happens in the match, I'm just like, okay,
I'm
like
just like
have they
or.
lost yet? Can someone please combo off of this now?
Yeah. Like it is, it is again just like a thing where it's like I'm walling off the opponent, right? Like from the towers, and I'm like, okay, guys, like you got to go do this. It's up to you. But it's not like a thing of like, oh man, I'm having so much fun because they can't hit the towers, you know? Like I think it's like how
Yeah,
you said that they're not completely boring, which is why they don't go in boring slot, but because they at least have the skill 1 and skill 2 factor of just like kicking people into a wall, but it's not. It could get stale fast enough that I don't think they can go into fun slop.
yeah, because something like skill 3, again, there's people who can use skill 3 very skillfully, and I do respect that. But kind of at its core, skill 3 is just kind of you both just kind of standing there, just waiting for it to end. Because if you just like stands there, just like, okay, you can't hit me, no touchies for like 10 seconds, and your opponent just kind of just sitting there, just waiting for it to be over. Like, okay, when can I attack again?
Right.
And like, I don't know, that's not the funnest.
Hit. This it, I will say I'm a little bit biased against this character just because like I am terrible. I'm terrible with hit, right? So it's hard for me to rank them in terms of funness when the funness is like I just can't play them. I don't know.
Okay,
I like physically can't. Inside of the game's code it says like if your boy Mike just don't work at all. That's it's
for
gotten
me,
to that point.
I feel very similar to how I do with Kale, except a bit more positively.
Hmm.
What I said with Kale is that, like, for example, let's say I have a really good game with hit. What comes to mind is less at the end, like, oh, I had a super fun time. What kind of comes to my mind is like, damn, I'm good. Damn, I played well. That's how I feel like after a really good hit game. But I will say, I think the funnest hit game is 5 times better than the funnest Kale game. Like, it's like not even close. So for me, I would put hit at either top of boring slop or right at the bottom of boring gem, because I think like if you have a really good hit game, like you can feel really good about yourself, but like I don't know how fun that feels. Like it's just that's hard to gauge.
Yeah. I again I don't think there's like too many pop off moments for him for me to put him in at the bare minimum of boring gem, but I also don't think that like he's as simple and as like clean, I guess, as like the rest of the boring slop characters. He's at least above most of them, so I'll put him at the top of that because yeah, he's at least an
Okay,
intricate character to play.
I agree.
Gammas. I think this it's like teetering on like bottom. I just no. The more I think about it, it's genuinely just the what is it called, the
Core
ultimate,
breaker,
the core breaker, like yeah,
core
that's it.
breaker, like you. Core breaker is the hypest thing in the whole game, and the entire rest of their kit is the most snooze fest. Go away. I fell asleep. Go home. Hang up the phone. Ass kit ever.
Yeah, like it's hype, but it happens once in the match and it's so hard to aim. Like
Yeah,
it's hard
exactly.
to set
Like
up.
it's like completely fails like half the time, anyways.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think I've hit it for multiple seasons. I don't think I've hit it since like season 2, and it might have been just like one like, because back then, back in like season 2, season 3, when you were to play gammas and they were like an extremely well character, the only time you would ever use core breaker was specifically for Jacko. That's the only time. So when you're only using it for
Mhm.
boss secures, and then like now if you're trying to use it for like clip farms and stuff like that, the enemy knows that you're using it because the camera's going straight up into the air, and unless
The
you
whole map turns blue.
yeah, like I just don't think Like
For
he's
me,
top of boring
Gamma's
gem because you
Gamma's
could at least do that. But he's kind of it's kind of like in the same thing of like Piccolo.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That's what I was about to say. In my opinion, Gammas are just like Piccolo, and the fact that like when I think about like what is the hypest possible Squadra clip I could ever conceive in my mind, and tied for first place is some clip of you, killing 4 people with a special beam cannon and a boss, and that clip would be tied with Gamma Core Breaker killing 4 people plus a boss. So it's just essentially the same thing. Like actually playing them and having a good time with them is not that common, but if you were to theoretically hit those clips, it would be the hypest shit in the entire game.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do something. I think I'm gonna have to
No.
put Piccolo in Fun Slop specifically because the special beam, when you hit so many people and then like you get that team wipe, it is the most fun thing in the world. But at the
Yeah,
same time, it's like
hypest thing in all of Squadron.
the second that you lose, it's like, dude, I could do nothing. I'm such a
Exactly.
fat chud, bro. And like
Sucks.
that's the
Fucking
thing with
garbage.
Gammas is they can only do that once. They can only do that like core breaker, and like I team wiped all by myself. Look at me one time, and it's so much harder to hit than something like Piccolo, right? So I'm gonna move Piccolo up to Fun Slop and also the skill one, like because of that. But again, it's a thing of like because the character can get jumped so easily, and because it's a little bit harder to make the character look good. I'll leave him at least the bottom of Fun Slop. Also boring. I don't know if we already did 2 DPS, but if a boring slop, I think we just put like Super Saiyan 3 Goku like down here.
Yeah, any joy I had for this character and playing him is gone. Like maybe I had a good time when he came out, but all these seasons later, and I play him and I don't feel a single thing. Like I don't feel joy. I don't feel like bad. I just like, yep, this is what I'm doing.
The only fun that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is like the fun that you make like by yourself, and I don't think we should count stuff like that, because if you
It's like,
if
maybe,
you do
maybe
the
you can get something
animations,
interesting IT wise, but it's just so like,
yeah,
eh.
if you just like instant transmission and
It's
Dragon
gotten
Fist and you're
stale.
like boom, like this is Super Saiyan
Yeah,
3,
that's
like
cool, but
that
like it's just
that's
gotten so
cool.
stale.
Yeah, but like the thing is that like
It's like I've
for
just seen
the
it 50
entirety of the
times.
game, you stay back and Kamehameha for the entire game. It's so boring. It's so there's not
Yeah.
like you could get a cool clip, but that cool clip is you standing in the fucking back of the map like 30 miles away and then holding Kamehameha during skill boost 1 and just being like, dude, I like the red crayon flavor. They are the coolest, and that's it, dude.
I like the big blue one.
Bardock. Do we need to say more? Actually, I'm in between boring gem and boring slop, because like when you have the ultimate and you push everyone back into their base, it gets a giggle out of me.
I love that.
It gets
I love that.
it gets at least a giggle.
And maybe this is just me, but I think his skill 1 is fun like sometimes. Like again, it's similar to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, where like like the first couple times that you skill 1 them into a wall, it's like really satisfying. It really is. But like I don't know. It's like again, like for example, you can get like a funny clip, maybe like skill 3 or something. Like I don't know. I think he's better than boring slop for sure, but like he's pretty low.
Yeah.
Like you can get something interesting every once in a while, but for the most part, it's just like kind of just rinse and repeat with this guy.
I might actually drop first form Frieza, because like
I'm telling you, man, I don't like his playstyle at
you
all.
got me. You got me. you win.
It's like his whole gimmick is pretty much like, please, I don't want to interact with anybody the whole game. I'm just gonna ignore everybody and farm. And don't worry, I'm not saying it's like a bad way to play. I'm just saying it's a little on the boring side.
Yeah. Ooh, Gotenks. I think
Fun
he's
gem.
fun gem. Yeah, because like
Fun gem, yeah.
you use your skill two, you use your ultimate, and then you drag them all in. You use your skill one, and you feel like a chef that's cooking the best dish ever, dude. You're like, dude, I planned that shit, man. I thought of that so easily, man. And then like you use the like they just can't play the game after they get hit with the like last hit of the ultimate, and you're like, oh, dude,
Lol.
I'm so strategic, man. Like this stuff comes to me so easily, but
Gotenks is so fun.
he's fun.
His speed boosts also feel amazing again.
That too.
Same
Yeah.
as the other speed boost characters. Anytime you get to go really fast, it feels really good. So again, it's one of those things you're like, yeah, you could lose as Gotenks, not really have the best game. But you know, at least once during that match, you probably got like an insane skill 2 ultimate skill 1 combo. You know, you maybe got 1 or 2 good kills, so you're able to go super fast. Like I feel like you're able to still have a good time during the game, even if at the end it's kind of like you're a little bummed out because you lost. I
I
feel
think
like
even
you know,
the skill 3, like when you just have like an entire line of ghosts following people,
yeah, the
like
ghosts,
that also makes me
are so
that makes
fun.
me giggle. That makes me giggle.
Yeah, I thing is, I've never gotten like bored of playing Gotenks.
Yeah, I think that's for sure. So this might be boring, Gem.
Okay, I hate to admit this as somebody who is supposed to despise this character.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think it's a little fun playing him. And I'm not saying that because I think he's well designed, but it's one of those things where like he's just kind of so stupid that like I can't help but love it a little bit. Because yeah, landing skill 1 into skill 2 and then yeah, they can't run away. It's like ha 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 ha. And then landing a good skill 3 counter feels really good. You know, the ultimate one-shotting, you know, it does feel good. When things go your way, this character feels, you know, you can kind of just giggle at your screen a little bit. You know, you can have a good time.
You think
But like
you think he's
losing with
enough
this
for fun
character,
slop?
I don't know. It's just like when I lose with this character, man, I just like, dude, this character fucking sucks and I hate him. It's like I really hate him whenever I'm losing. But if I'm winning, like I'm not like delighted, but like you know, landing a good skill 3 or once in a while, like it's funny, it feels good. So I don't know. I always give him some credit, and even if I don't like his design,
Mm-hmm.
he could be kind of fun to play in more, at least in my opinion, more casual scenarios.
Vegeta fun slop, right? We agree.
Yep. Yep.
I think
Gem, you mean?
he's more fun. Yeah, sorry, fun gem. My bad. I think he's more gem than like Bojack, because at least he can have like the ultimate that could like you jump up in the air and you use the ultimate and you're like, oh my god, dude, I'm so broken, I'm so OP,
Okay.
and you get like so
And
much shield. It's so cool. And
I
he's got
promise
aura.
I'm
He's
not
just got aura.
exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating when I say that out of every character in Fun Gem, Vegito by a mile has the funnest ultimate.
Oh, I think
Right?
you got me for that. I think when you
Like
say that, I think you get me. I think you got me.
again, like maybe in terms of like hype, I don't know if it's the highest in the world, but like I've never done the, you know, you spam all my skills and then use my ultimate, then spam all my skills, then use the ultimate, then spam all my skills. I've never had like a bad time using that ever. It's always led to something interesting happening. Always. Basically, no matter what. So without fail, that ultimate has always led to some sort of positive reaction to the game itself.
I think I like it like this, because like to
Yeah.
me, the three in the back are like characters who just don't have like a lot of escapability, and it's like how you said they might be fun even when you're losing, but
Yeah. Because
it's
you
also
pick
just
them
a
because
thing
you
of
want to have a
like,
good time.
yeah, you pick them, you have a fun time, but like they're not going to be like the greatest, right? Khalifa,
Yeah.
Gotenks, Krillin, like they're at least pretty decent, and they have it where like they can look and pop off pretty crazily. They may not be as like Um, they might not be like the best characters, but you're having a fun time playing them. And then like
To be honest,
to me,
I think the
again,
only
I think I'm a
change I
little
would make here,
biased.
I would put Goku behind Gotenks, and I think this is just fine.
I think I
I
agree
think
too, because
Gotenks is more fun than
the
Goku.
ultimate there's no. I'm sorry, I'm a Goku main throughout and through. There, I can't name a single time where I was like, "Fuck yes, man! I just landed the spirit bomb so well." Like, it just doesn't happen anymore because of how much time it takes, right? But when you are like on the bottom lane and you see that your teammate is like on the top lane and they're in like a 1v1 situation and you're like, don't fail me now, body, and you just like zoom all the way up the top lane with Kaioken, you meteor smash them, and you're like, yeah, dude, that was cool as hell, man. I think it is pretty cool. But like the others, they all have like either the skills are more fun or the ult is like so much more fun. I think to me though, like the most fun character in the game is still Krillin. I recorded 45 minutes of Krillin gameplay after he got nerfed, and I had a giant ass smile on my face the whole time, dude. I was just like, man, that skill 1 was planned from 3 years ago, man.
I mean, because yeah, I know I said it earlier, but like I really mean it when I say that like one of the most funnest weeks I ever had in Squadra was when Krillin was #1 in the game. Like I actually had so much fun that I didn't play a single other role the entire first week of the game or the season. I mean,
we just did Vegito, right? So that we there's a couple of I'll just go back to doing one DPS, one tech, and one tank. Let's go to Kale though. Or sorry, Kefla. I already told you I don't really play this character too much, but I think that when they did come out and like they were like the number like 1 DPS in the game because of having the infinite vanishes on top of like their passive being the best that it was, I didn't really have like a super fun time with the character, but I think that it could have just been like a character that just wasn't for me. I know you're kind of like on the opposite side, bro. I think you would probably put this character in fun gem, no?
I think admittedly most people wouldn't put her at the absolute top, which is fair enough. I understand that it's not for everybody, but I need everybody to understand how lucky I got that not only did they add this character so early into the game's lifespan, but they designed her like perfectly for me. Because my favorite character before Kefla was Bojack. And you know, he had a couple of flaws, but I liked him because of his long range tactics and just kind of like group damage. I thought it was so cool. I thought Kefla was perfect. And I had a bad habit of using my vanishes offensively instead of defensively. And so the fact that I got rewarded for playing like that felt so good. And constantly dealing damage to everything at the same time with a rush attack, the giant rush attack range, the skill 3, the amount of, again, this crazy speed boost you can get, the way you can fly around with skill 1 and just like vanish all over the place while you're doing it. Skill 2, again, while really strong, again, it's one of those things where like having a skill where you just vanish and just press the button and suddenly this giant energy ball is just flying across the half the screen. And I mean it. In my opinion, Kefla has the best ult in the whole game. And I'm not even talking like tier list wise. I just mean like it's how do you make a more perfect ult? It's a giant beam that you can aim however you like and you can just vanish all over the place. Literally, how do you design an ultimate that is more just like friendly than that to use, if that makes any sense?
I think I could,
the giant beam you can just do whatever you want with.
I think I could see it on it being at least a little fun slop.
Yeah, I don't know, and like for me, like I don't know. I have a hard time thinking about like what I think about when I lose this Kefla game, because I'm just gonna be honest, doesn't happen often. Because she's good and I'm good at her, but I can imagine the what's the word? I guess like the average player
Uh-huh.
can, sometimes I guess struggle to use her to her fullest potential, and maybe that sometimes it doesn't feel that good. But I don't know. I feel like when you're having a good time with Kefla, dude, you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel completely untouchable.
Uh-huh.
Like I have an ungodly amount of fun with this character. They designed her perfectly for how I like to play.
Yeah, I could see that, which is I'll upgrade them from boring gem. I don't think I can say enough for it to like the thing is like if you're playing Kefla, they are in such a high part of the meta right now that you're probably not going to be losing with them. So like I could say that you'll at least be a little bit on the higher end of the fun slop because like there is a higher likelihood of you winning just from playing the character. So you're not going to get that like unfun part of losing in a sense, you know?
Yeah, because one thing I will give some credit, I guess against my argument is I understand to some people that they've gotten really bored of this character, either playing
Mhm.
it or fighting against them, right? I understand that fighting against this character is not easy. Even I sometimes still struggle with it because again, she's just a really good character. Um, but I think what I found is that sorry, a lot of people have just kind of gotten bored of playing her, and obviously I don't see why, but I kind of, I do understand. She's been so meta for so long, and you kind of just like, okay, can I play a different character now? That's how people feel about God Goku. I know for the most part, it's like, yeah, everybody can play God Goku and like win and just like be good, but it's just like they're just kind of just bored of just doing the same thing over and over and over.
I was gonna say, yeah, like the thing is that it's I could understand of people getting kind of bored of the character specifically because it's just like they she's been meta for such a long time. Like no matter what, she's always been. It's kind of like Super Saiyan Goku in a sense, where it's like there's never been a time where Kefla's been a bad choice
Hmm.
at all. I think you could definitely say there was times where there's been better options, but at the very least, she's always been like A tier, and at the top, she's most of the time been Z tier, and
Hmm.
she's in such a
True.
good spot in the meta right now too. Uh, God Vegeta. I think this might be this is I think this might be like bottom of fun slop because he's a simple
Mm.
character, but it's like if you have a team that could actually capitalize on you using your skill 2, skill 3, or like skill 2 and ult, he can be
Yeah,
pretty
that's what
fun.
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Where to me, it's just one of those things where I only really have fun playing the character when my teammates are capitalizing on all the crazy shit he's doing.
uh
Because I'll be honest, like I know it's like in a vacuum scenario, but let's say I was playing this character and the opponent was also playing the same character, and we were in a 1v1. I literally can't imagine a more boring scenario to be in. Because us just slamming, our key blasts against each other, just stunning each other in place constantly, and like, oh, got my gauge. Guess we're gonna heal up, so it keeps going on longer and longer and longer and longer. It would literally be the least interesting thing I think you could ever do in the whole game is a Ditto Gogeta matchup in a 1v1. But again, luckily, that's not what this game is. It's a team game. So when you have more variables in there, it can get really interesting.
yeah, for sure, because it's just like his ultimate and his like skill 2 just doesn't do like a lot of damage. So again, there's not a time where you're gonna be like, oh my god, like that was so cool and awesome, like by yourself, right? But he sets up so many of these other characters like Super Saiyan Goku, like Bojack, like Oob, like Trunks, like Daimaku, like Piccolo.
He's basically doing what Kohler's doing, but just like a little better at it, basically,
Yep.
in terms of like setting up for your allies and shit.
I think that on the fact that he's also just better kind of places him above
Yeah,
that to me. So it's like, yeah.
totally.
Ultimate Gohan. I think he's boring gem. he's
Ugh.
either low boring gem or he's like boring slop to me.
I don't know.
Even when he
I've
was
just
like,
again,
when he was like crazy, I just didn't really have like a fun time playing him.
yeah. In my experience as somebody who avoided him like the plague when he came out, and nowadays plays him very rarely. Whenever I play him, I'm just like, I don't know. I've never really been like, yay. I don't know. I don't really enjoy him at all.
Yeah, like you can again set up some crazy plays with him, but it's just like, I don't know. I like you get like the 30,000 stuns, and it's because it happens so often, it's just boring. Like it genuinely
Yeah,
is. Like I slam someone against the wall and I'm like, haha, okay, now I'm gonna stun lock you for 30 years, man. Anyways, here's my my skill one. Okay, then I'm gonna hit you with the stun. Okay, I'm gonna throw you against the wall. It's gonna stun you again. I'm gonna use my skill 3. Now you're running away from me. Then I'm gonna stun you back into the wall, and okay, you're dead. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding. In my opinion, I think the hypest thing he has is skill 2, and it's only hype like 1 out of 8 times or something.
Yeah.
Because every time it's just like, yep, same thing again.
Yeah, it actually is. It's like 17, but at the very least, like 17 can make you feel good about yourself. I don't think I've ever felt good about myself playing Ultimate Go On. It's the humble like wheat farmer versus like clocking in at like the boring factory. Man, I hope today's not boring. The boring factory.
The boring factory, yeah.
Godku's also very boring. Like,
Yeah.
he's so, I don't know. I really wish he was
Again,
better, man.
Comments. You're allowed to disagree. All right. But in my experience, Godku is my least played post-release character, and it's like not even close, dude. I did like 3 matches with this guy, and I went, I despise his design so much, and I'm not having any fun. I just don't want to play him, and so I don't ever pick him because I just know like I can't really find the fun in him. Again, like you can land good clips and you can be really strong. Again, like I think Alice is a great example. I mean, if you guys don't know who Alice is, she's like one of the better Godku players in the whole world. She manages to get like really awesome clips all the time, and she manages to, have fun with the character, and that's really cool. But like to me, like that's basically like it. It's like you can get a good clip. It's kind of it.
Half of the
I don't
clips
really
are
get
like
what else is kind of fun.
not Alice's clips, by the way. But like half of the clips are like, okay, dude, look at this. I used my skill 2, and the enemy just like kept walking and trying to fight me, so they died. Oh, dude, did you see this clip? Like, their character number like 2 used their team up attack and grouped them up, and then I used my ultimate, and then like it killed all of them. You know, like it's kind of just like it's the same thing over and over again. And
it's similar problem Super Saiyan 3, where it's just like, okay,
yeah.
cool, I'm getting hit with the same full screen thing again. It's like awesome, great.
Like at the very least, I do think that he's a little bit more fun than some of these other characters, because
Yeah,
you can have that like cross map ult, and then like get someone who's trying to escape from tower, and then like
that's
at
fun.
that point have like a little fun. But like that's not what you're really supposed to do. And 99% of the time, you're supposed to like sit in base and protect tower, and then use your ultimate to secure a boss.
Gameplay is just sitting at your tower and then just saving your boss. Sorry, saving your ult for just boss, because you do need to go there. Just stay under tower and just defend it forever. That's all you do.
So boring. Kid Buu.
Yep. I think he's incredibly fun. I love Kid Buu. I think he's so fun.
I think it might be fun slop. Because that thing that, because like he can be fun, but it's also just another thing of just like team factor, where I think like you can have a fun time with him, and a lot of his skills are pretty fun. But the most fun that you're gonna get is either when, well, I guess it's just fun slop. It's specifically when your team is winning. So this is the first character who's fun slop for text, by the way. Oh, that's crazy. Every other tech in the game is either fucking boring or fun.
Yeah. Congratulations, we've got an averagely fun character in tech.
I think he's like right in the middle.
Yeah, see,
I'll put him right there.
that's a 9 to 5, but with a 1 hour lunch break and like fast food right next to it.
Yeah, you
So
get
yeah,
paid, you get PTO.
paid lunch break. Yeah.
I think Kid Goku. Oh, I think he might be. I think
Fun flop.
he's Fun Slop. Okay, I was gonna say I think he might be Fun Slop as well, because at the very least the ultimate could like be pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think this character is a complete and utter snooze fest whenever you're losing a game. It's like you're just not doing anything interesting the whole game. You're basically just getting your shit wrecked. But I don't know. I feel like a good Kid Goku game feels good. Because, you're just like flying around everywhere and you're doing some crazy movement. And, you land Power Pole and you land your ultimate. And, that stuff's cool. That stuff is decently cool. I think low on that list for sure. But yeah, losing as Kid Goku is just the most like, okay, next match. Just move on.
Fourth form Frieza.
I think he goes very high up on Fun Slop. I'm not even a good Frieza, but I can acknowledge that like, you have a good game as Frieza, you feel amazing about it.
I agree. I think he's kind of like Kid Buu.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, yeah, you just gotta rely on your teammates. But at the very least, it's just like you could use your skill one and kind of spam, and the funness of like the
basically
walls.
all his skills can do something funny. Like sniping with skill 1 is funny, preventing their movement with skill 2 is funny. The wall is funny. The ultimate is kind of funny. He's got a pretty funny moveset.
What would you say is like worse than boring slop?
How long did Beerus sleep for? 40 years? Like 40 put me to sleep for 40 years.
What if I just put like snooze fest? Wait, no, that's not what I meant to. I'll make that. I'll make that where it's literally just like uninstall. Uninstall if I lose. There you go.
Yeah, okay, and I promise I'm not exaggerating. I play tested Beerus a lot in quick battle before I hopped into ranked. Except the part where I hopped into ranked never came because my experience using the character was so awful. Even playing like 10 or so quick battle matches, even the ones where I won, I felt awful because half the time like nothing worked like how I wanted it to.
It's crazy too, because like I made a video on Beerus after his buffs. I lost so many matches, and the thing is, right, is I'm okay with losing, right? But at least on the first match, I'd like to feel good about myself and have it where like the first match was like a win where I was like, man, I played this character pretty well. I played for over an hour with 3 different things, right? I played with Minato and with a couple other people, and I had the worst time of my life. I played with Scroll and we just duo queued, and I had the worst time of my life. I played solo queue and I recorded those like 3 matches that I then put on the channel, and I had the worst time of my life. Like Beerus is, I don't know if I win,
what about it?
He's so boring, but if I lose, I'm fucking, I hate myself. I hate myself so much, dude. I've contributed nothing. I'm the biggest loser. Like, it's so stupid, dude. It's so bad.
Now that I think about it, the way that I've been hating on Topo is unironically accurate to how Beerus actually is. Right? Because my Topo hate is a little over-exaggerated for the sake of just being funny. But, like, I feel like however I feel about Topo is actually how bad Beerus is in reality, dude. This character is ass, and even when I win, I feel like it's like, okay, cool.
Right.
His boss here sucks. Like, the only thing he's good for is picking. It's like, wow, man, it's so impressive. It's not like we have, like, 4 other characters to do this already.
I think Goku Black is also just another like kind of. I think he kind of like fits with like the other Fun Slop techs. where it's like, yeah,
Same logic as before.
he's such
You're
he's
gonna have
such
a
a
great time if
team-based,
you're working with great people.
yeah, he's such a team-based character that it's like, I don't it's not like super rare, but I feel like it is kind of rare for you to just like be able to do so much by yourself. But at the same time, if you get like your ultimate maxed out, you drag people into it and then like it explodes, and then like your team just like kind of capitalizes on that, you're having a really fun time. And I think overall you're just having a pretty chill time with Goku Black, especially I think just because of the fact that he's also pretty aura as well, and the fact that he's Goku Black like just gives him that like little edge from Boring Gem. Because like, okay, you give this kit to like Topo, and I think you could replace Topo with Goku Black, right? But the fact that he's Goku Black, I think he's fun
Aura.
slop. I think he's aura, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you load into that game,
like,
you have it where the intro is like you blowing up the buildings, and then it has like that little 1 second flash of like the green smoke clearing, and then it shows Goku Black, and you're like, dude, it's this shit's going down. Like it's so cool.
Mike, you're forgetting the part where your audience is a bunch of brokies and they didn't get the intro.
Oh, well, the enemy has an intro that you don't,
Yeah.
buddy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. Goku Black is one of those characters where, like, yeah, he's fun. It's simple as that. And if I see an enemy Goku Black, I'm not like, oh, it's gonna be so miserable. You know what I mean? I really feel that way. Like, he's just a good addition to the game.
I think I like this. I think I like this tier list though.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this though. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I can't even. I will not disagree. I will not disagree.
Because I think like he's teetering on Fun Gem, but again, it's so easy for you to just not be able to win that it's like a little part of it is just needing to have transformation. And that,
like I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Cell is the definition of fun slop. I mean, he deserves a top spot.
When
you're
is
having a good
top
Cell
fun
game,
slop.
best time of your life. But if you're having a bad Cell game, it's just like, bro, life sucks. And
I'm gonna
you can't have either scenario as Beerus.
I'm gonna move Baby down a bit. You know, I might actually move Baby like down here.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Because like, okay, he's not, because he's, again, I think he's
spamming ultimate and skill
fun.
3 is kind of silly, but like that's kind of it.
Yeah, like I think that like, because you can make it where you help out your teammate, and again, you're just playing with like Broly, you're playing with Topo, you're making it where like these characters can get like insane amounts of healing, even like Kefla, right? You could look really good with Baby and just like feel pretty good, but it's just like I think that because of the fact that he's really simple, dude, I might, dude, like he's like the more I think about it, the he's falling, dude, he's falling down these tiers. But like he could be fun, because like sometimes you just want like a chill kind of like character that you're not like thinking about like too much, and I think that he's like just kind of the definition of that, of just like he could be really fun. You can kind of just turn your brain off and just hop into the
just press buttons and it just does stuff.
Yep. I'll put him. I'll leave him in Fun Slop, but he's one update away from going into Boring Gem. He's one nerf away. Not that I think that they would nerf him, but if anything changes about him, yeah, he's going straight down. Anyways, fuck Beerus. Let me know what you guys think of this tier list.
I mean it. If you decided to spend gems on Beerus, like we should be allowed to like get a refund at this point. Like it's actually so bad.
It is. That's true. I like. At the very least, because I'm a YouTuber, I can have it where those funds are reimbursed by you guys watching these videos. if I was just a casual player, I didn't have this channel, I think I would just fucking hate myself. I
Guys, I
think
think unironically, the 250 gems would be better spent on those like FG daily capsule bullshit.
oh my god. At least I get a Goku Black animation. That gives me a
Yeah,
little joy.
that'd be more valuable than this entire character.
That's true. But yeah, let me know what you
Imagine
guys
having
think
a
of
tournament
the.
skin for this
Oh, sorry,
character.
go
Worthless.
ahead.
Imagine having the tournament skin actually worthless.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. He has the diamond skin. Wow.
Yeah, and you're never gonna see it. Not because like people are gonna have it, but you're never gonna see it. You know what I mean?
Should have given it to Goku Black.
Dude, Beerus
switch-
just playing
switch
like
'em.
spectator mode.
Maybe one of the Squadra Blast winners will choose choose Goku Black and make it where he. There's got to be one team that's gonna want to do something like that and just make it where like they, because you know the world's championship, like they get to make their own skin. I think one person's gonna pick Goku Black. At least one. At least one. But we'll go ahead.
Can somebody request a Bacterian skin?
Oh. The diamond pants. Well, make sure to check out D's video though. Again, it's going to be in the comments. And like I said, we go ahead and talk about how easy characters are over there. But thank you guys for watching. Always have a great week. Up see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
I heard that 6-7. I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft.